If you could talk a little bit about advertising on Facebook, that'd be great.
There's a couple different ways in which you can advertise on Facebook when it comes to your post. The first is to simply boost an existing post. However, if there's too much text in that post relative to the imagery associated with it, then Facebook won't run it. They won't boost that post for you. So it'll be pending with Facebook, and they'll let you know if it got approved or not. So be thinking of certain posts that perhaps already have quite a few folks interested in it. You think, well, golly, if my existing people like this post are reaching, commenting on it, I bet there's more people that I could get the word out by paying money into Facebook. So you do have to set up some sort of an account financially with Facebook. You could use your regular bank account, you could use a debit card or credit card that you use just for this kind of purpose. You can go through PayPal. There's a variety of ways, but you got to get that set up on the back end. So now you're going to spend some money. When you boost the post, you are shown several options in terms of audience. Like one example could be your Facebook page followers, your fans, and all their friends. That's kind of like your warm audience if you think about it. Because what I have found when I have boosted posts, that there's somebody who will see it when I boost it, who for whatever reason didn't see it when it just went up on my page, because like maybe 5% of your posts are actually seen by even your fans, sad to say. So when you do this boosting, a higher proportion of people will then see it. The more you pay, then the more who will likely see it. But I ran into this recently with my daughter boosting a post about a book she wrote. And it wasn't getting the reach that Facebook said it might get. And we researched this and said, boy, it could depend on the time of the year. Like right now, holiday season, a lot of boosted posts. So maybe they're not getting the visibility. You can also pick an audience by age, by demographic, by psychographic to a degree in boosting posts. Where you get more options is if you actually create an ad. And that's where you click on create at the top of your page in the menu bar, and then it will ask you about objectives. So then you pick your objectives, then you have to pick the words you want to say. Now you're creating an ad from scratch, and you have a visual that goes with it. You want to perhaps connect it over to your your website. You need to have this pixel. There are some people that catch on to this and can DIY it very well. Other people at this point are going to say, isn't there somebody I can pay to do that? So that might be a time you would consider doing that, or at least talk to somebody who's fairly astute in doing their own advertising on Facebook and just pick their brain, take them to lunch, pay them something, see if you could do that, a trade maybe. So I think you can get into advertising on Facebook and see what you can do with it. For myself, I don't do it a lot simply because there's so many nuances and it changes all the time. But it still can be very reasonable. You can pick how many days you want to run that ad, how much you want to pay per day. So I would say Facebook really works with you on options. And if you do get really disappointed and you're just so unhappy about the results of the ad, there is a mechanism to get into Facebook, believe it or not, and someone will write you back and actually give you credit toward another ad. I had a client happen to that situation, was something that happened to him. So those are just my general thoughts on advertising.